Listen, hear me clearly. Listen, many people hate us. Why? Because no matter what we are going, no matter what we are passing through, no matter what is happening around us or within us, God is too big to do or to fail us. God is too faithful to fail us. God is too mighty to disappoint us. Yes, many of them have did a lot of things thinking that God will not be there to rescue us. Many of them have did a lot of things expecting us to just, to just go like that. But our God proved them wrong mightily. That's why majority of them are now frustrated. Why? Because they have fully come to realize that our God is too faithful to fail us. Yes, their thought was that God is going to abandon us. They thought that we are already abandoned and a rejected stone. But they have fully come to realize that our God is too faithful, is too mighty, is too strong to disappoint us. Our God is too big to do what? To allow us to be wounded. Our God is too mighty to do what? To let us to be frustrated. That is why many people are frustrated, because despite of their hating, despite of everything that they have been doing behind us, yet our God proved them wrong accurately. That is why many of them don't like us anymore. Why? Because our God is too mighty to disappoint us. Yes, many of them disappoint us. Many of them humiliated us. Many of them reject us. But what shocked them is that despite of all that they have tried to do, despite of everything that they have done to make sure they keep us in one particular spot, to make sure they put us in one particular situation, but they fully come to realize that our God is too mighty to disappoint us. Yes, many of them rejected us. They abandoned us. But they don't know the reason why God refused to abandon us. I am a divine project. I'm not a be abandoned. I am a divine project. I'm not a be abandoned. I have a contract with Jesus God. He will never abandon us until we finish his contract. Oh, in my life, oh, in my life, we are a divine project choosing. We are not a be abandoned. We can never be abandoned. We are a divine project. We can never be abandoned. We have a contract with Jesus. He will never abandon us. Oh God, until I finish my contract. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. We are listen, we are divine project. We can never be abandoned. This is why many of them abandon us. Many of them reject us. Many of them speak all sorts of words. Many of them have said a lot, spoke a lot of words behind us, betrayed us, left us to dry like a desert. But what shocked them is because the moment they abandon us, the moment they realize that God refused to abandon us, the moment they left, the moment they figure out that God refused to left in our life, because greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and powers. Listen, it shocked them because they rejected us, but God refused to reject us. That is why majority of people up there are not happy. Because their thought was that if they reject us, God himself will also reject us. If they abandon us, God himself will also abandon us. But it shocked them because God refused to do or to abandon us. Despite of the fact that they themselves abandon us, God refused to do or to abandon us. They never believe that even if they do or they leave, that even if they refuse to fulfill their promise, even if they refuse to fulfill what they have promised us, even if they refuse to do what, to help us, to assist us, that yet we can never be abandoned because we have not yet finished our contract. Oh my God. You know, when I sing this song, that was year 20. 2014, I'll be 2013, when we travel for conference. So they asked us to come and sing in the church. Don't mind me, I'm a small boy, I'm your small boy, K. Samson. So it got to that, after many people have sing, I just meet one of my friends, the same height, because they said birds of the same feather goes together. Then the guy is not from my place, I'm from Living Word, so anyone we meet in the church is our brother. We don't care whether you are from this, from there, from there. I'm a type of person, I can associate with everybody. The moment I meet you and your spirit and my spirit connect, then I can flow with you. Then I just call the guy, then I teach the guy this song, I'm a Divine Project. And then I said, the guy, if you don't know how to sing it, just be doing, all those. The guy was very, intelligent. Then he catch up. When we enter into the very big congregation, many of my friends Samson want to disappoint us. Samson want to shame us. But the moment I enter, before I enter, our general overseer, before he allowed me to do or to sing, he just placed that hand on me. Everybody was looking, my body was shaking me, touching me. The moment he laid that hand, he said, go. When I finished, I was about to go. He said, no, before you go, something must go with you. But that's why I tell you, wherever you go as a choosing, hey God, God is always with. Listen, it doesn't matter how many there are. You do look different. The moment after we have did the song, sing, and also we are about to drop mic. He said, no, stay here. Give us a song. Bring offering. They do. People start to give offering. Imagine. My head was like the word of Jericho. My head just become big like this. The moment they just give us. I'm sure they give us the offering. They give it to the man that lead us to that place. They handle the money to the man. They say, the man, if you reach home, you share it among two of them. Before we go, then they divide it. They give the guy my own. They give the other one. They share it together. Everybody was hailing me, Samson. My head become big. I was walking. Even before I reach home, my pastor have already met my parents. when I reach home, my mom have already prepared something. Hey God, fufu. My mom prepared very delicious food. When I was walking, my dad was sitting. My dad was just, my son. My dad was smiling. Unknown to me. The moment I joined them to eat, my brother said, how do you go? Because he have already heard the news. Listen, my brother, no matter whom you are, I'm not saying this because I want to be proud. No, but I'm telling you, be courageous in anywhere you go. It doesn't matter. Sometimes some people will say, Sasi, you don't fear, you don't do this. Because it's something that I inherited from my dad. So what am I trying to say is this. Many people abandon us, but they know what shocked them is that God refused to abandon us. Many people reject us. Many people look us as a rejected one, as a rejected stone. As a rejected stone. But at the end now, we are now the one that God have choose for the greater grace. Why? Because even if they reject us, even if they abandon us, we are still with a divine project for Christ. And this is why majority of people don't love us. Remain blessed. May God bless you.